Hello, friends. Welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance, powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. This is going to be. Let me see. This is going to be the 54th video, 54th video on S4Hana FICO module, and where we are going to talk mostly about reference document and recurring document. So with that, let's start sharing the screen. But before I am sharing the screen, let's like I thought of from now onwards for each one of the videos, let's try to set a context about the nature of these recordings and why we are actually what is the objective of sharing these videos with all of you in the YouTube. Just wanted to give you a caveat that these are not a training video, all right? These are more like a learning sharing videos. As I am learning these modules myself, I am sharing with you whatever I am learning. These are never consider these as a training videos, and this can't be substitute of any kind of a formal training or formal training videos or certification or hands-on learning or hands-on project. What we can I want to do is that whatever I'm learning, I'm sharing with you, and that might give you some kind of overview of the subject and get you more interested, and and you can get started with formal training and certifications and grow your career right in FICO consulting. Also, if you have some doubts or want to see something about and in end user space, then also you can refer to these videos. But these are not our training videos, right? So with that, let's start sharing the screen. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I believe that you can see my screen. So let's go to our Excel file. So as I was mentioning that this is S4HANA FICO module 54th video, and we are talking about reference document and recurring document. If we look back in time, we have covered so many chapters starting from enterprise structure, fiscal year variant, posting period variant, document splitting. I mean classifying the GLs for document splitting, controlling area, profit center, and cost centers, cost elements. We have discussed all these. We have discussed about the currency types, ledgers, and accounting principles. We have discussed about integration of CO with FI, and then we have discussed the AR and AP master data. And each one of these have the both the configuration of the end user, and though that would be is mentioned in the type column of this spreadsheet. Then there are we discussed about the document entry and the various parameters that control the document entry. We have discussed about how to assign a default value to the fiscal year and the value date. We discussed sales taxes on sales and purchases. We have discussed tolerance limit. We have discussed how to park and hold a document, and we then discussed about how to display a document and how to display the line item report, right? Line item report. How to set up the change and save the layout. How to change and save a design and save a variant. So all those things we have discussed, and now the current video, the chapter that we are going to discuss is reference document and the recurring document, and these are the various activities that we are going to do. So this is a video name. I'll try to cover all these activities in a single video, which is the 54th video. These are the menu paths that paths of each one of the activities, which are available with me. I plotted, which are not available. I couldn't. So I'm going to discuss about the menu path once I log into SAP. As mentioned before, that these are the end user type of video. These are T codes are mentioned, and these are the activities, right? So so these are the various activities that we are going to discuss in this video. So in the recurring document, we usually get started with account assignment template, creating an account assignment template, then setting up a recurring document and assigning this template to the recurring document that is created. Then we'll see the list of recurring document, execute the recurring document, then do a batch input process SM35 um, that way, and then we will talk about some one time. This is not a recurring document, it will be more like a one time. So this should be, let's name this as a, so one time posting using account assignment model. Okay. So all these things we will discuss, but one thing just keep in mind that I'm going to mostly talk about show it in GL module, but GL node. But the same thing is also in the same way applicable in AR and AP. So with that, let's log into SAP S4HANA 2020. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this is the end use. These are end user videos, so everything will be done in SAP Easy Access. So I'll go to financial accounting. And as I mentioned, all these options are available in accounts receivable and accounts payable, but I am going to work in general ledger only. Now I'm going to document entry, and then in the reference documents, I will go to see this account assignment model. So I'm going to first build the account assignment model. So why we do this? So account assignment model is more like a template that we are going to use for posting our recurring document. We can do a one-time posting as well that I will discuss later. But as of now, let's talk about the recurring document. So here we are going to build a template which would be used by the for recurring document posting. This is the menu path and the T code is KFKMT. So let's log in. Now we have to first name the account assignment model. So let's look into the blueprint and see what is the name that we want to give. So this is the name that we want to give ZAAHKNN. Okay, and I hit enter. And then what I'll do is that I'll go here and I'll create it. And then the currency would be GBP. Chart of accounts would be SIMBA, SMBA. If you remember, the SIMBA is our chart of accounts. If you refer to the blueprint, you will see that that is a chart of accounts. Somewhere it should be written. And you can do a control F function. You need not have to scroll. So chart of accounts, SIMBA. Yeah, so these are the names which you might have heard if you which you might be familiar to you if you have watched the movie Lion King. That is one of the favorite movies. So initially I was using the names from this movie, but gradually I ran out of names from Lion King. So I started using the generic Z is something which we usually use when we are actually designing something Z or X, right? And AA stands for account assignment. So I started and followed by HK name is my company code, which is Hakuna Matata. All right. Sample text, which what we will do, sample text is account assignment model, uh, and I will replace this with HK. Okay. This is the name, and then what I'll do is that I will tick this equivalence to. Why I'm taking this equivalence to is here it would be we will be assigning percentage to the line items, and then the amount would be the variable. So while the percentage it would be fixed in the template, while entering the document with reference to this account assignment template, we would give the variable. Then automatically, as per the percentage mentioned, it would be split. All right, so now I will work with this. Now I'm going to create the line items. Now let's imagine a situation where we are actually posting the same, line items every month end. For example, we are paying bank statement, sorry, not bank statement, bank fees, right? For various expenses, right? So bank fees, bank charges, and so on for fund transfer and so on. So cumulatively, we have to pay that amount, and probably there would be 20, 25 line items, right? So every time we need not have to enter these line items. What we should do is that we create a template which we use in every month, and that template is called account assignment, right? So let's imagine like account like bank account bank charges payable account. Okay, so for example, bank fees account debit, bank fund transfer account debit, and so on charges debit to bank uh, fees payable account, right? So all the expense account is debited, and it is debited to bank charges payable account. So that's what we are going to create here. So I have already created these line items. I mean, I have already created this GL. If you see, the GL accounts are there. So I have already created the GL accounts. So let me first explain you what is the how it would look like. So we have already discussed the posting keys. So for 50 is a credit and 40 is a credit is the debit. So suppose bank account fee, bank admin fee, bank transfer fee, bank exchange rate fee. Okay. Uh, so these are the various expenses, right, are debited, and here we have just four line items. Usually in real life there could be 20, 25 line items, and all this every month it is accrued to bank expense payable account. So bank expense payable account debit, credited, and these expenses are debited, right? And this is the cost center that I have created before, and the percentage is 100%, and all this is allocated to 25% each. So this is the template that we are going to create. For that, we have to create these GL accounts, and we have to create the we have already created the cost centers. And if you want to, like I have already showed you how to create a cost center, so I'm not going to repeat it. I have already shown you how to create GL accounts in FS00, and how to do a document splitting, GL classification for document splitting. So please refer to the prior videos if you want to know that. But I'll just only want to show you the settings for this GL. Okay, so for that, I will first go to FS00. Going to general ledger, and this is the bank expense payable account that I have already done. So this is ideally a balance sheet account, and this is my, if you see that I have taken the number from my liability, because this is a payable, right? So this account group would be general GL accounts. Short text I have selected as bank expense payable. The group account number I have selected as trade payables, and then accounting currency is GBP, and then field status is G001. I won't take because I won't be able to assign the cost center, because the cost center is hidden here. Instead I'll take the G004, and I will save it. Same way, I have created this new expenses account. So bank account fee, I'll just show you one. So you see the others, like others are all are copied from bank account fee, bank admin fee, bank transfer fee. 10, 11, 12. There was a bank exchange rate fee also, which is not copied. Okay, I will create that. Fair enough. So this one is bank account fee, and it is same. I mean, this is a primary cost of revenue, and is a GL account type. Accounting group is profit and loss statements account. Automatically, this class is populated, which indicates that a balance will be transferred to this retained earning account, okay, has been defined. So all this has been explained in detail in my previous videos. So if you want to clear your concept or gain some understanding, you can always refer to the previous videos. Then the short text is bank account fee and so on. And then control data is GBP. Short key is 001. And cost element category is one, which is primary cost reducing revenues. And then this one I have taken field status group as G004. Now what I see is that I haven't created this G300013, which is bank exchange rate fees. Let me create that. So all I'll do is I'll simply copy this and I want to name it as 13. So I'll type this 3, and if you see that it is only from HKNM to HKNM company code, and I'll hit enter. So this is taking some time. I'll pause the record for a while. Server is creating a problem. I'll pause and wait. Okay. So it is done, and so this is 30013. So and all these are copied from 300010. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to simply save this. The other thing you must remember is that as and when you are creating these new GL types, you have to go to classify the documents to classify these documents for document splitting purpose. So I'll just still show you the path. It is SPRO, then SAP reference IMG, then financial accounting, global general ledger accounting, business transaction, document splitting, and this is classify GL accounts for document splitting. Here you have to go and you have to give your chart of accounts Simba, and then you will come here. So here if you see that 2001, no, not this one, where is it? 2002. So 20002, this is a balance sheet, and then 30010 to 13, these are expenses. So this is how you have to classify your GL for your document splitting purpose, right? So with that, I come back here, and what I'm going to do is that I am going to copy this entry, which will help me to create this template. All right, and then I'm going to also copy the cost centers. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this allocation of the total expenses into various charge category, that is 100% of the of this to 25, 25, 25, and 25. So with that, I'll save it and see if it works fine. So yes, the account assignment, if you see here, account assignment model was saved. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go come out of this and I'm going to create a recurring document. Now what I'll do is that I have to mention the first run date. If you see, the company code is already pre-populated HKNM. Now the first run date is today is 12th of August, 12th of August 2021. So I'll select this and then I will select the last run date. This is the first run date, okay? And the last run date would be 12th of August. Yeah, 12th of August, 12th of December 2021, right? So every month, let's assume that every month every month on the 12th calendar day, we have to accrue these charges to pay to the bank. Now, intervals in month is that how many times you want to run this, want to post this document. So it is once, which is monthly. So here you are actually specifying the frequency, and here you have to say on which day of the month you want to run this. So I will say 12th. Okay, and then the document type is essay. If you remember that we have discussed several times before, that essay document is the GL document type. Okay, so similarly KR is a AP document, and KG DR is a mm, yeah, DR is a AR document. Okay. So with that, with this, what we will do is that we will click on the account assignment model. And if you see this one ZAHKNM, which we have like configured, is selected. And what we will do is that we will hit on continue. Now this, if you see this comes into picture. I mean, this template is getting pulled with the name, and now I am going to assign the amount. So let's imagine that 50,000 is this month's 50,000 is this month's amount that needs to be paid to the bank. So I am charging 50. I am assigning 50,000, which would be split into 25% each amongst this GL, right? And I hit enter and I hit save, right? So document number was stored. Okay, so this document number is stored in this company code. So what I'll do is that I will save this. I'll just note it down. I note it down. Okay, so what is the next step? So we have where are we? Yes, so we have seen how to create account assignment template. We have gone here FBD1. Now we have to go to the recurring entries. So we have to go to the recurring entries and we have to see the list of recurring entries and execute recurring document. So we have to go out of this. And then what we will do is that we will go to document. We will go to document and we will go to reference document, recurring document. Sorry, not this one. We will go to periodic posting. We have to go to periodic posting and we have to go to recurring entries, and this is the list. Okay, this is the list. So once we click here, we will see that in this company code, what are it will show us a list of all the recurring documents. So I'll select the company code as HKNM, which is our company code, and then fiscal year is 2021. Okay, and let's see if giving this pulls anything. So if you see that this 91,000 is what we have posted 50,000, okay, into and it has been split 25% each in this GL, right? So if I go back and see what is the name of my GL which I have posted, so it is 91,000. This one has been posted. Now once I've seen this list, now what I'm going to do is that I have to go out and I'm going to execute, right? Now execute is, I'll say company code is HKNM, and then the document number I'll mention the document number here, and I'll mention the fiscal year 2021, and the next run on date I'll mention this 12th. Today I'll mention today's date, and I will execute. So if you see, it says SAPF 120 is created. SAPF 120 is created. Okay. Um, okay. Now what we are going to do is that we are going to, what is the next step? Let's see. So we have listed, we have execute. Now we have to go to batch input session, which is SM35. So either we can click on /n SM35, or I think we should go to, we can also go to system services, and then batch input, and then sessions. So I can go through this, or I can directly go to SM35. Okay. See here, this SAPF 120 on A101. This time is 23:03, which is like 11 p.m. in the night. This has been created. So what I'll do is I'll select this and I'll click on process. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on background. I can click on foreground also, but every time I have to, like click on press enter and enter. So to avoid it, I'll click on background and I'll click on these two and I'll select process. So here, one session processed to background processing. So what I'm going to see is that, let me see if anything is here being created. It is not there in the background, not there in process. So this one is there. No, this is user 7. So mine was Anirban 01. See, created by Anirban 01. It is not showing here. Let me see processed. I don't see anything created by me. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to log. I don't see this. Just hold on for a moment. Alright, so here I could see my session. If you see in the log, you can see my session on E101, and this has been created on 2304. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to click on display here. So if I go to display, I'll see that this document was posted. So I'll select this and I copy this, and what I'll do is that I will go and paste it here for my record purpose. And what I'll do is that I'm going to come out of this. /n /n. Okay, and I'm going to go to document display. So I'm going to go to document and then display, which is FBO3. And then I'm going to select this document number. I am going to paste this document number and I'm going to hit enter. So see, this document has been posted with 50, which is a credit note, credit, and is getting credited. Bank expense payable is credited, and these are debited. 15,000, 50,000, and then individual or line item is 12,500 each. And this is the document number, right? So this way we post a recurring document through these account assignment and so on. So all these are already done. Okay, so we created a recurring account assignment template. Recurring, we have then created a recurring document. We listed the recurring entries. We executed a recurring document, and then we processed the batch input session through SM35. Now the question is that can we use the same template for one-time posting, right? If it is not a regular, monthly posting or at a certain frequency, if it is just a single time posting, can we use this account assignment model? For example, we need to make an interim payment, right? If we are making, instead of making 12th of every month, there is some interim payment of say previously it was $50,000 every month. It's 50,000 GBP. So now we want an interim payment of 10,000 GBP for certain XYZ reason. So how we can do it by using the same template, because here it is 4 line items, there could be 20 line items there. So how we can do it? So this is F-02. So what we should do is that we should straight away go to /n F-02. Here we have, and then we have to click on the document date. We have to select we have to populate a document. Let me take today's date. Type is already SA, period is 5, company code HKNM, currency GBP, all are populated. Now what we should do is that we should click on the accounting model. and see, this is the accounting model which we have already configured. If and this, since this is a single one system is populating, if there are multiple and we want to see, then we can click on this drop down menu to select the right account assignment model which we want to use, right? So now, as of now, this is a single account assignment model and which we are going to select. So if you see, this is, it pulled up the same template. So what we are going to do, for example, instead of 50,000, this time this is an interim payment of 10,000 that we want to make to the same GL in the same proportion of 100% split into 25% each. So we will select this template. We all we have to do is to populate this amount and we save. So this is fine. We will override this. So here, if you see, 10,002 was posted. So this way we can use account assignment model for one-time posting in F-02. So this we are also done with this. Now what we want to do is that it is again using the same thing like a template which we will now call as a sample document. We are again, this is nothing but again we are using a kind of a template for our future postings. So what we should do is that we can come out of this, yes, and yes. So if we go here, this is a sample document. So creating a sample document, we have to go to F-01. All right. Now let's think about a scenario that like we usually pull, like take $10,000 we are withdrawing from the bank. So the entry would be bank account credit $10,000 to send 10,000 GBP to cash account. Sorry, cash account debit 10,000 GBP to bank account because we are withdrawing cash from the bank. So what we should do is we should simply go here and we will say 40, and which is a debit entry, and what is getting debited, which is our cash account is getting debited. So we will select the cash account. So in chart of accounts we will take Simba, and then we hit enter, and then here we take the cash account. Okay, and then we hit here and we save every time we are pulling 10,000 GBP, and we say cash withdrawal, withdraw from bank. Okay, and then what is getting now, sorry, what did I do? Yeah, this was a 40 and this should be GL account debit entry. So now now it would be 50, which is the bank account. So this is the bank account and this is the GL account. We will select the bank GL account. So again, we have to go to the chart of accounts would be Simba, and we will select the bank account. Okay, and then we will hit enter. In amount, we will put star, which will populate the previous line items amount, and in text we will put plus sign, which will pull the text from the last line item, and we hit enter, right? And then what we are going to do is that we are going to save this. We are going to save this. So here, if you see, what is mentioned is that 92,000 was stored in company account. It is now not posted. So what I'll do is that I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this. Not going to save this. I'm going to copy this for my record purpose. I'm going to copy this. Okay. And then I come out of this. And now I have to post the document. Now that I have stored this template. Now I'm going to post the document. So what I should do is that I'm again going back to F-02. F dash, sorry, slash N F-02 to post the document. Okay. And this time I'm going to do post with reference, right? And then I'll see what I have document that I have, what is the template that is stored, and I'm going to populate that template or the sample document. Okay. and I'm simply going to hit enter. I want to see that this is 40, this is there, and then if you see, this is what is there, like $10,000 is being pulled from the withdrawn from the bank, right? So the bank cash account is getting debited and bank account is getting created with $10,000. So what I'm going to do is that I'm now going to post this document. So document one was posted in HKNN, right? So this is how we can use a sample document to as a template, use a sample document as a template to post the document, or we can use the accounting assignment model as a template to post a document, say single time, one time, or the recurring document, right? So this is all about a reference document and the recurring document. I believe that that you like the video. If you like the video, please click on the like icon, and if you and share it with all your friends, and if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys, bye.